Hi everybody, we're going to do a pick a pile, and this is going to be the Will You Marry Me pick a pile, but part 2. So this is going to be on your relationship and intimacy with that person from part 1 reading. You could pick any pile that you are drawn to. If you picked I don't know, pile 3 in part 1, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to pick pile 3 in this part, whichever one you're drawn to. All right, so I just want to let you know that, and I will make this 18 plus just in case. I can't promise anything, but just in case, I'll make it 18 plus if anything comes through. So this is pile 1. This is pile 2. And this is pile 3. Whichever one you're drawn to the most, pick that pile, and we'll get started. Pile 1, if you picked this donut magnet, this is your reading. All right. Pile 1. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like it's not your reading, you could always go to a different pile. Let's see. Pile 1, the person you're going to marry. How is your relationship and intimacy going to be? How is your relationship and intimacy going to be with this person that you marry? What's it going to be like? Okay. 6 of Pentacles, Earth. Four of Pentacles, Earth. Eight of Pentacles, Earth. Four of Cups, water. Ace of Cups, water. And the Strength, Leo. Any one of these could be in yours or your person's chart. Earth, water, and Leo. All right, your relationship and intimacy with this person. With the 6 of Pentacles here and the 4 of Cups. I feel like there will be equal give and take in this relationship. With the 4 of Cups here, one or both of you could still be struggling regarding past hurt or past trauma when it comes to this equal give and take. I don't necessarily think that that's what's it's going to be like in general, like not equal give and take, because I see an equal give and take here. I just think that one or both of you, if you've had problems like that in the past in other relationships, one or both of you, it could still be lingering in your mind here. It's like you still have feelings regarding something that has happened to you. If there are children involved on either side or both sides, I feel like in the beginning it could be a bit of a struggle Now, I don't know if it's going to be a struggle with the exes per se regarding the children. It could be that I'm getting more of trying to either blend families, or if you add to your family, it's possible if there's no... I'm struggling hard to even talk about this right now because I feel like it's going to be hard for you to think about or struggle with in the beginning. So you may not be used to being with someone with your children or somebody else having children. It might be new to either one or both of you. So it could be very new and fresh, like I said, to either one or both of you. I feel like this is very significant right now. I'm trying to explain myself as best as I can, but I'm struggling. So it could be a struggle in the beginning of the relationship to adjust to maybe time spent with children, or maybe the schedule will be different, or trying to accommodate everybody and get to see everybody and have everyone spend time together. This might be in your mind at the beginning of the relationship, you or this person or both. I'm just putting that out there. That's only if you are blending families or adding to the family or anything like that. But it looks like it's only in the beginning. With the Four of Pentacles here and the Ace of Cups, you both will not be able to let go of each other. There's going to be like a controlling possessiveness, nothing in a bad way, just very like protective, or like kind of like you are mine type of thing. With the Ace of Cups here, it's going to be very, like I said, very fresh, very new. So this is either somebody brand new that you met from part one, or this could be a renewal of a connection that you know somebody, or trying again with somebody from the past. I feel like there's going to be a lot of affection and vulnerability in this connection. It's possible that both of you are possessive of each other, but I feel like one of you may be a little bit more possessive of the other. With the Eight of Pentacles and the Strength, this connection will be very strong, this relationship. And with the Eight of Pentacles, you both will be working hard to make sure that it stays strong and grounded. You're both going to make sure that there's a strong foundation. That there's trust here. I feel like you're both going to try to keep things steady in this relationship and try your best to do what it takes to make sure everybody and everything is okay. Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups, please. The Fool, Aries, Aquarius. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Relationship and intimacy with this person. Temperance, Sagittarius, and Four of Swords, air. Yeah, with the Fool here, what I was talking about before in the beginning, it's like you both take a leap of faith in this relationship. I feel like this pile is specifically for a couple that either blends families or at least one side has children or a child and or adds to that. Because with the Fool here, I feel like this relationship is going to be very carefree. Like, there's going to be a lot of joking around and like that. You bring the inner child out of each other, especially when it comes to the kids. I feel like you're going to interact with the kids as well like that. Like, I feel like the family unit, like everybody will get along well. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of joking around. A lot of laughter. With the Temperance here, you're going to take your time with one another, especially in the connection, especially when it comes to opening up about anything. Like, I feel like you're going to make each other comfortable enough and safe to open up, even if it takes a little bit. Like, you're going to have a lot of patience with each other. I feel like you're going to pour into each other. I feel like there's a lot of looking out for one another. Not only in the relationship, but outside of the relationship as well. Like, you're always going to make sure each other are like good. Like, you good? Like, I feel like it's going to be like that. And with the Four of Swords here, you could be spending a lot of time at home. You two could be homebodies. So even if you do go out, I feel like you two will feel most comfortable and at home with each other in your own element, in your own home, wherever you'll be living. Especially when you're going to be working hard. I feel like both of you will be hard workers and working on the relationship. So when you have downtime, like, you're going to be relaxing with each other. It's going to be kind of like Netflix and chill type of thing. Or maybe you guys, I feel like you get like a hobby together, or you wind up doing something together on the side. That's for some, not all. There could be something about the connection where, like, you help each other build things or something, or help build, I think, just a life together in general. There's a very strong bond here. When it comes to intimacy, I don't have any wands here. I do have the Fool though. We got Aries here, and we got Leo. So there is fire here. There's passion, there's desire. I feel like this will be like the love-making group. There's a lot of, like, you both care a lot about each other, and I feel like the intimacy is going to be strong, and there's going to be more lovemaking than anything. Eye contact is going to be intense. I'm being shown ears, so in general, I think somebody or both of you are going to be good listeners in the connection. And I'm also getting with intimacy, somebody could like talk during like sex, or like whispering in the ear or something with the ears. Could be sucking on the ears too, like the earlobes. Somebody's going to like kissing on the sides of their stomach. I feel like there's going to be like massages, and this doesn't have to be every single time that you're intimate with this person, but there's going to be like massages, like a lot of catering to each other. This connection is very deep and intimate. Like the bond is strong. I feel like you'll be trying new things with each other on both sides. This could be like new positions or things you've never done with other people you would like to do for the first time with this person. I'm seeing sunglasses. That makes me feel like somebody may appear one way, but then when they're in the bedroom, like a whole other side of them comes out. The females will be dripping. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But the fire, the flame is always lit between you two, especially with these candles here. Like it's just from, I feel like the minute that you take this leap of faith with each other, the fire never dies out with the both of you. It's always there. I feel like at times it may feel codependent, or if there is a codependency that winds up happening on either side. Like if somebody doesn't see somebody for a long time, they think about them, there's like a sadness, like when you're not with each other, like it doesn't feel the same without this person. I'm getting a lot of tongue action. Somebody is going to like the female's chest. Yeah, and whoever the female is, this is like a lady in the streets, like freak in the bed type thing. I feel like you never feel like there's like never enough time in a day to spend with this person. And I feel like as time goes on, if there are any issues, it's like you're both patient with each other, and I feel like you both would, you know, there's a strong, like, you both want it, you both would work at it if need be. Somebody, I feel like the male is going to make sure that the female is taken care of, and like so good, especially in the beginning when they in the beginning of the relationship, like it's like they're gonna prove to this person that they don't need to be anywhere else. That's what it feels like. Something about choking too. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like someone's feisty. Could be the female. The female might be feisty in bed. All this water everywhere. Yeah, like the female is going to crave the male big time. And it's like the male, you could be somebody who, I feel like you're always going to surprise the female with like little gifts or something. You could be very thoughtful, or that could be like your love language. Like you could just remember things that this person likes, or like little things that you want to do for them, and you could like surprise them sometimes with something. Even if it's like, it doesn't have to be like jewelry or anything. It could be, you know, their favorite drink or something. Whatever. All right, pile 1. Let's go to pile 2. Pile 2. This Bull Hearts. This is your reading. What was it? 2225? Yeah, take what resonates. Leave the rest if it doesn't. You could always go to a different pile. This is a continuation from part 1. Who will you marry? I made this reading 18 plus just in case anything comes through. But pile 2, your part 2. What will your relationship and intimacy be like with this person? What will your relationship and intimacy be with this person? 8 of Wands, fire. Empress, Taurus, Libra. Queen of Cups, water. Page of Swords, air. Two of Pentacles, earth. And Queen of Wands came out, fire. Any one of these could be in your chart or their chart. We have fire, air, earth, Taurus, Libra, water, fire. Your relationship. How's your relationship going to be with this person? Oh my God. I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication in this connection. And like you two are going to be very raw when it comes to your communication. You're going to tell it how it is. You could speak very fast, or like just raw in general. Like you say what you have to say. The Page of Swords, there could be like random texts here and there from you. You could have like a mass text, or like just a continuous group text with each other. And it could be throughout the day. Checking in on each other constantly. seeing how the other person is. With the Empress here and the Two of Pentacles, there could be a lot of juggling back and forth between work and home life and this connection. But it's like with the Two of Pentacles here, like you two always see eye to eye when it comes to these things. Like you both know in the relationship that these are the priorities, like work, family, kids, the home. I feel like somebody put somebody on a pedestal in this connection. It could be the male or female, doesn't matter. For some of you, this is same sex. It doesn't have to be though. And I feel like you're going to be looking your best and making sure that your partner, like, I feel like, not that you have to prove something, but you're going to make sure like you're always looking good for this person. You know, you smell good. You're going to put in the effort regarding yourself and in the connection. You're going to be all around yourself, the connection, the home, the kids, if there's any. I just saw a proven point, like you're going to prove yourself. It's like you're always going to make sure that everybody's good as well, not just your partner. If there's children, you're going to make sure everybody's good. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of passion in this connection. There's a lot of emotions. The love runs deep. Just as much as the attraction does. And I feel like if somebody needs help with something or calls out the other person or does this, it's like the other person is running right to them. Right? Someone calls for them, someone like, here, you could have my heart. What do you need? The Sun, Leo. This could be like a fun relationship too, especially when you're texting each other or speaking to each other in general. There's happiness, there's joy. I feel like there's going to be a lot of memes or like those gifts sent to each other, especially when it's like during the day. If you guys are at work or you're not together, there's always going to be some type of contact between the both of you. And it's going to be some type of contact. Doesn't always have to be like, what do we eat for dinner tonight? It's right till the day you die. What are you gonna want for dinner? Yeah, somebody could like Gatorade. I'm getting Gatorade right now. Orange specifically. It doesn't have to be though. But yeah, there's gonna be like stuff like that sent. I feel like there's a music connection, so you could be going to concerts or like events or somewhere at like a venue. That could be like your thing with this person. The Hangman, Pisces. And the King of Cups, water, yeah. You two are gonna feel like you're perfect for each other. Like I said, there's love here. There's a deep love. So you two may not express it that much to each other, like, oh, I love you, every time you get on the phone, right? But you know that it's there. Like, the both of you know how much you care about each other. With the Hangman, I feel like there's always going to be one person that works later than the other person or gets home later than the other person when, you know, it's like a work week or there's shit going on. If there's kids, you know, kids are at sports or whatever it is. There's always going to be that one person that's like home waiting all done up, waiting for the other person to come home from their long day. And then it's like you two are on the same page, like you're just waiting for the other person to be close with, to be intimate with. I feel like you could share stories too about like your work day and stuff. Especially the beginning of the relationship. I just saw pitter patter, so you could wind up having a child with this person for some of you, especially with the page here. Yeah, a child or children in general. I feel like if that's the case, that's another thing that will make you both very happy. I feel like if anybody tries to come in between the both of you, it's like a wrap. Like, it's just like you're both not going to tolerate it. I feel like the male is going to make sure that he knows that the female is important to them. Someone could be a drinker here. It could be the male. Someone could drink a lot. Someone could like to go camping. I just saw twists and turns, so there could be twists, a lot of, twists and turns in this relationship or marriage. For intimacy, there could be a lot of, there's definitely closeness there. Once again, there's eye contact. I feel like the attractiveness is through the roof. There could be a lot of talking during intimacy. There could be looking things up randomly to spice things up. Somebody could like to listen to music during intimacy. I feel like for some of you, you could be the couple that normally, like I said, isn't like verbal. You're more like physical touch. So like you may not say I love you a lot or something like that, but then like you have a few drinks in you, the both of you, and it's like the spiciness, that redness, that spiciness comes through for the both of you. Somebody could like to wear red lingerie. Somebody's hair could be black. Long black hair. I'm also getting wigs. Someone could like to wear wigs or like dress up or like role play. Anything else? I feel like the female will be shy during intimacy. And like I said, unless if somebody has a few drinks in them, it changes that a bit. Somebody could have like a hand fetish or like a foot fetish. I'm also getting tattoos. Like somebody could get a tattoo of the other person's name or something, like something significant. And someone is going to be significantly taller than the other person in this connection. And I feel like the two of you will be making out a lot, especially in the beginning of this relationship. There's a lot of kissing. A lot of feely, touchy. All right, pile 2. Let's go to pile 3. All right, if you pick this, pile 3, this is your reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This is 18 plus, just in case. This is part 2 of part 1, Who Will You Marry? This is how your relationship and intimacy will be with this person. How will your relationship and intimacy be with this person? How will your relationship and intimacy be with this person? Devil, Capricorn. I'm getting feisty. 3 wands, fire. Five of Pentacles, earth. The Sun, Leo. The Star, Aquarius. And 7 of Swords, air. Any one of these could be in yours or their chart. Capricorn, Leo, fire, Aquarius, air, earth. How will your relationship be? There's going to be something is going to be illuminated in the beginning of the relationship, sometime in the beginning of this relationship. It could have to do with codependency. This has to do with unhealthy attachments. It could be an addiction. It could be temptation. I mean, it could be an addiction to cigarettes or food. There's something here in the beginning of the relationship that is brought to light. Whether if that's you or the other person. With the 3 of Wands and the Star here, there could be healing that somebody still needs to do in the beginning of this relationship. It could be because of this devil energy, this toxic trait or whatever this is. But looking forward to the future. Healing, working on themselves, seeing the brighter side of things, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. It could also have to do with addiction to the other person. With the 5 of Pentacles here and the 7 of Swords, there could be financial hardship in the relationship at one point. That either someone is denying to themselves, or the both of you could be denying. With the 7 of Swords here, it could be like lying to yourself. Ulterior motives. With the Five of Pentacles too, this could be somebody could feel left out in the cold if someone is trying to get away with something. Sometimes the Seven of Swords too could be like spying. Someone could feel left out in the cold and someone could be spying on them possibly. What's the Devil and the Sun? The Magician? Virgo, Gemini, Three of Wands, the Tower, Aries, Aquarius, and the Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, water. The Magician, trying to come up with an idea or plan, putting something into practice, manifesting something. With this Magician, the Devil, and the Sun. Someone is really trying to manifest like brighter days in the beginning of this connection, or breaking away from unhealthy habits. With the Tower here, yeah, something very sudden or shocking or could happen in this relationship, or there could be a foundation crumbling because of this. Waiting to see what the future holds. Now, when I look at this Tower too in this deck, it's like that's like a household. So there's something about inside the home, like something, you know, how people say like you don't know what happens behind closed doors. This could be, I mean, I don't have the moon here. Maybe something was obviously brought to light, but there could be chaos, or like if there's healing and looking towards the future, waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like there could be a house in disarray. Now that could be the people living in it. It could be the atmosphere inside, or like the feeling inside. It could be that somebody, you know, or the couple doesn't clean as much as they should or something, like, or maybe they just don't care. Maybe they like to go out and have fun and sit home every day and clean and shit. Yeah, there's something here, like healing in the home, waiting to see what happens. Someone could feel closed in the house later on. I don't know why that's coming through. I don't know if someone's like a stay-at-home mom or something, or works from home or something. It's like somebody either never leaves the house, or they feel like, yeah, they're like bound to the house. That's interesting. With the Five of Cups here, yeah, there's like a sadness or something. There winds up being money trouble regarding something. You know, I don't know if this has to do with someone losing a job or finance, something regarding finances. There's going to be, but you know, the Five of Pentacles is temporary hardship, so it's not going to be forever, but there's going to be a period in time where you two might be struggling with money. I feel like it puts a damper on both of you. Yeah, I feel like someone might lose a job at one point and they wind up like laying on the couch a lot or something. This could be the person that's in the house that feels wind up being like swallowed in it or something. Like there's something significant about that. It's like the person, either head of the household or somebody that loses their job or something, or whatever finances are. Someone could be like dancing around talking about it. That's what I feel like the Seven of Swords is. I see them, the feet like on the skeletons. It's like somebody might feel like they're walking on eggshells with something. They don't want to talk about something, so they keep it from the other person, that either they lost a job or their finances are being, I don't know, like demoted, or something may come up and like someone winds up being in debt. Okay, so I would watch out for that. But it winds up putting a damper on the mindset for both of you and possibly the connection at one point. But it's temporary. There could be like a devil side to somebody, yeah, like a naughty side, and then like somebody could be like the devil one day and then like an angel another day, intimacy wise. Someone could like to cook or like bake or something. Yeah, someone could be, this is very specific, this is not for everybody. Somebody could wind up having like an addiction or like alcoholism or something. And I feel like it's nothing in the beginning. Like you or that person doesn't realize something is such a big deal. I don't know why I'm getting this with this pile. This is pretty deep, this pile. Intimacy. I feel like it would be all over the house. Literally all over the house. And you may feel, somebody may feel, whoever has the addiction or like whatever this is, feels like intimacy is healing to them. I feel like that could be part of, I don't know, like sometimes they say when like you give up one addiction, you might go to another. Like even if it's like playing games nonstop on your phone, like something like that. I don't know, this pile is really deep. I feel like I'm going down a rabbit hole right now. Someone doesn't fully see the picture though when it comes to the home or something. It's like they have one eye open and the other eye doesn't see what's going on in the household with the other person. All right, so intimacy. Like I said, there could be a feistiness side, there could be like an angel side. You two could be coming up with things to do in the bedroom. And right off the bat in the beginning. I feel like one of you could be opening up more to the other one when it comes to going to bed together, being intimate. Like someone could broaden your horizons, I guess you could say, whether if it's you or the other person, to new things, or just it would be different with this person. With the star here, healing energy, I feel like an empowerment. Someone could feel empowered when it comes to intimacy with the other person. whoever the person is that's always home, with that Three of Wands there, I feel like the other person's always going to be looking out, like at a far distance, like what else? It's like somebody else wants to explore while the other person winds up being home all the time, or a homebody. I just saw crystal clear. So maybe you two could make that known to each other, like that's just how it is. Sometimes you do things separately, break away from, if there is any codependency or unhealthy attachments, do things separately, not all the time together. I'm sorry, this pile is not, I did not expect this at all. This is going to be a deep connection. There's going to be, I mean, any relationship, there's always ups and downs, but there's going to be a go around with this. I'm getting with this too. Like there could be cycles in this relationship and an intimacy that keep going round and round. So like, even with intimacy, it could always be the same position or the same, someone always trying to get the other one to, or something like that. But it's always the same cycle, like always in bed, but like never, you know, like I see here, it's going to be all over the house, but I feel like there's a cycle that keeps going round and round in this connection. I feel like it's going to affect one person more than the other, though. And I feel like that person isn't really going to speak about it. They might be keeping it to themselves. Like I said, somebody on eggshells before. It's like someone who doesn't want to stir the pot or cause a problem, so they keep it to themselves. And I don't think it's anything bad to discuss, but like, it's something that somebody's afraid to say, or they just don't want to cause a problem, so they keep it in. And with this Five of Cups here, there's like sadness. Somebody likes somebody's body here, whether if it's male or female. It's like they could douse themselves or like be all over this person. Someone could be very skinny. Yeah, I'm not getting really anything else. I'm getting the number 12. All right, pile 3, that's it. I'll see you later. Bye.